Yellowjackets Season 2, Episode 5. The halfway point of the season. Makes sense. Kind of a big episode. We had a major revelation. A couple of things are happening. It feels like a natural breaking point, which is kind of cool. Good to see that this show knows how to be serialized storytelling. It's really exciting. Oh, it's good. It's good when television feels like it's something I talk about at a water cooler. I don't do that because I don't work with a water cooler, but it's nice to see that we still have the capability to do that. Especially given a couple of other shows I'm watching that just kind of disappointed me recently, not commenting on what those are. It was just good to see this happening. Strong episode, really fun. This world always is just like a warm blanket to crawl into. It's my comfort show for some reason. I just love all the characters. They make me all giddy and happy. I love seeing the choices they make for better or worse. A bunch of cool ladies, that makes me happy. So fun. Everyone's just enjoying their time being crazy, and things are getting crazier by the minute. We're going off the deep end this time around. Things are actually about to hit the fan. I don't understand what's going on sometimes, but I'm here for it. I do love it because we're introduced to another older lady who is in the present timeline. Van is here, everybody. Lauren Ambrose, a favorite of mine. Just another woman to add to the menagerie that is this amazing cast. She runs a queer VHS store. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how that's profitable. But she does it. She converts some like VHS tapes to digital. Cool. That can't be profitable though, but it's kind of exciting. Like cool nerdy kids come in looking for recommendations, and she's like, "Hey, I got all your favorites, just stuff that nobody wants to make a new Blu-ray for." That's kind of cool. I mean, I'd go to the store. Don't know if any really exist though, or at least where I'm from, but cool. And just Thaisa shows up to her door one day looking like a wreck, and she collapses because why wouldn't she? And I guess it's just that maybe Thais is hoping that Van can help her, and maybe she can, but can Van help herself because she's taking oxycodone? And you're like, oh, maybe there's something going on there with Van that we don't know about. She did tell this story to Ty that maybe her mother was sick, and the pills were for her mother to help get over what she was fighting. It was a cancer. Maybe Van has the cancer, and that's going to be the huge revelation. Who's to say? All I know is a bunch of cool ladies working together to get shit done. It's fun. They're supporting each other. Thaisa goes back to the crazy Night Stalker lady version of herself and threatens Ty with a kiss. I like it. I'm here for it. It's really fun. It's cool. Lauren, you're fitting right in with the cast. I'm glad you finally showed up because it's been a minute. We were teasing you all season. Your name's been in the credits all season. You better show up soon, and you did. Great new addition. And even cooler is we're finally having some of the stories connect because Misty and her friend Walter finally find Natalie, which is a fun little scene. I like seeing the Ricci and Wood dynamic. They just have great chemistry. Bunch of weird little people with big eyes just in a little car running about. It's adorable. It's fun. He is apparently related to Barry Manilow. Is that the name that they said? That's okay, dude. Sure. And he made his own cheese from a goat. That's weird, dude. What are you doing? You got hit by scaffolding, made a lot of money, and now you're selling cheese. And what was the other thing he did? I can't remember. He had like investment in Taco Bell. You're like, dude, that's insane. But they find like the purple people and they head to the cult, and Nat just like happens to be called to like the front gate somewhere. There's like two separate gates, the one that has their logo on it. Very non-suspicious if you ask me. And then the big one with enough of like the visor where you could see like the face of the person inside of it. And this guy's like, "Yo, Nat, you got like a call at the big gate." And it's like, Misty, what are you doing here?" Kind of fun. Hey, it took 5 episodes, but we finally see Juliette Lewis and Christina Ricci in a scene together. About time. It doesn't feel like we're headed for all of these stories to line up yet. I don't know how that's going to happen. I hope it does happen because it needs to, because it's very exciting. But we're still like, okay, Shauna's off in her own thing. Thais is over here with Van now. And we see that Misty's kind of with Nat at the moment. And Lottie's obviously doing stuff with Nat. But they all got to kind of line up soon. It's time. We have to get that connection and get it working again. We have 5 episodes left. Let's get it going. Let's connect it some more, because Shauna's doing some weird stuff. Callie gets a lot of play in this episode, which makes sense because I guess you do need the young perspective this season in the Mara timeline. She instantly just finds out that this guy she's been seeing is a cop. She, just looks him up, which that seems like a error on his judgment to be like, I guess, was he using a fake name? Did he say he was using a fake name? I can't remember. Seems like something she could have easily figured out about this guy, and she did. So she feeds him false information that her mom's having an affair with Randy, Jeff's best friend. So they have to stage a fake meetup session, and this guy's so pissed off that Callie got him false information that he needs to be sure of everything going on. Weird dynamic. Even I guess he did do some noble stuff by not kissing Callie when she was putting the moves on him, because she is still 17, 18, we don't really say how old she is. All we know is she's not old enough to be the baby that Shauna clearly has at the end of this episode. Look, in the past timeline, Shauna's having the baby at the end. She's going into labor. Weird stuff is afoot. I dig it. It's insane. I'm all here for it. It works really well. Makes me smile. So they set up a fake meeting. Shauna has Randy show up. He needs to into a condom so they can plant some evidence, but he's having a little performance issues because this situation's pretty intense and a little creepy. He doesn't know what he's supposed to be doing. Why would he? Your best friend said, go hang out with my wife in this motel, and she's going to tell you to jerk off into a condom and then toss it in a dumpster. I don't know how I'd feel about that situation, but he can't do it, so he puts hand lotion into the condom, and then our policemen find it, and very weird scene. Even though we know it's lotion, it's just weird to see on a Showtime original that's about people who were lost in the woods, a guy to pick up a condom and just smell it and be like, strawberry. Gone strawberry, something Jeff could never do, remember? You get it? It all ties in together somehow. Man, weird stuff. I like it, though. Now they know that Callie was lying to him, and he's like, oh, that girl thought she could get one up on me, but I'm better. I'm a cop. Don't trust cops, kids, because they're going to pretend to be interested in you, and then they're going to try to arrest your mother. So don't date cops. Don't get involved with cops. I think we can safely say that's a bad idea. So that's kind of fun. Seems like we're going somewhere cool. Not much happens in the modern timeline. We're just kind of setting everybody up to do their thing. Natalie has a weird vision after getting some weird clicking light in front of her from Lottie. It's like, we brought something back with us. Whatever it is, she saw an alternate timeline where they all died in the plane crash, and there's a spirit haunting them. The Antler Queen, which Lottie's shadow shows the Antler Queen is there, which I think it's a spirit. Now, this is speculation. I don't know how to confirm this. I think the weird supernatural events going on are all different spirits that are connected to the stuff in the forest. The no-eyed man that we see Thaisa has seen, the Antler Queen. I think they are spirits that can transfer into people, and everyone's kind of seeing their own ghost or manifestation of something. I don't know if there's going to be a physical thing there, because we also know that Javi in the past saw some woman of some sort just about, and she helped him, and she was like, don't go back to them. But he did go back to them. Why not? I mean, why wouldn't you? So it's getting weirder, Thaisa is having her visions again. She's obviously going crazy. Now Lottie and Nat are having some weird experiences about we shouldn't be here. We probably should have died in the plane crash. Maybe we are dead. Maybe we're just ripping on Lost mix of the Evil Dead for a little bit. I'm not going to complain. I think that's cool. You got a bunch of cool ladies ripping on Evil Dead for a minute. What more do you want? Well, one thing did happen this episode that I was kind of talking about, and I guess I guessed it right, that I said one of the next deaths that we see in the past timeline is going to be either the coach or Crystal. It's Crystal. It's Crystal. I saw this coming because that's Misty's new friend. She doesn't have any other friends in the present timeline. She literally goes on a speech about how Lottie is jealous of her friendship with Nat. We know that's a lie. So what happens to Crystal? Well, they're sharing secrets while they're throwing out the poo. And Crystal's like, my name's not actually Crystal, it's Christian. But I didn't want to tell people that because they gave me the nickname Crystal the Pistol. And then, of course, Misty being Misty's like, I broke the communication device because I liked being in charge, and I completely forgot about that plot detail. And the storm starts to pick up because the forest wants them to stay. And, well, Crystal doesn't like that. He's like, you could have gotten us out of here, but you chose not to, so you could be useful. And she slips and slips and gets pushed off the poop cliff. Yeah, the bucket of poo. Gross. And Christian dies. Yep, that easy. Called it. Now, the body freeze is over. Don't know if we're going to eat her yet. I think we're headed towards eating her because the body isn't broken where it's blood splattered everywhere. It's just a frozen corpse that we can have some fun with later. And why not? It's just waiting for us there now. But it's kind of we'll deal with that later. Right now, we have to deal with Shauna having this baby because she is going into labor by the end of the episode. I can't blame her. I mean, we got to figure out what's going on with that baby. The baby is either going to die because it's the middle of a snowstorm and she's giving birth, or it's going to be eaten later, or it's going to be a character we don't see yet. It's not Callie because Callie is still in high school, unless they're lying about Callie's age, and it would be okay if she kissed the cop, but we explicitly say it's not okay for her to kiss the cop. So it's got to be something else. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is Callie. And they just lied about it, which I guess is possible, but 25 years ago, that girl does not look 25. Hey, who knows? Anything's possible. Tensions are rising. Things are getting out of hand. Eventually, everyone's going to have to come together, and maybe they will. Maybe Misty will get into the organization and work with Nat to break it down. Maybe Jeff is finally going to snap and play something other than Papa Roach in his car. Who can say? But we're headed into a climactic direction for something we don't really know. 5 episodes in, I'm still impressed. The show's still doing something fun. Characters are great. Everyone is just adorable and cool. I would love to see that video store while you were streaming. Ironic because this show itself releases on a streaming service. That is cool. Great brand. But I don't know. It's kind of cool. I guess the VHS stuff does kind of play into the theme of the show. How it has this old 90s cassette tape generation. Just we're playing things on a VCR. The opening credits are clearly inspired by that. So that works. I didn't think they'd lean into that hard with Nat, or with Van, I should say, but okay. I mean, it's working. She's cool. I'm all for it. Go recommend some weird queer movies to some kids who might not see it on their, digital platforms. It's a pretty smart idea. This is a good episode, and that is where we're going to end this review. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.